What about now? I just started streaming. Okay. 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 See it. Yeah. We haven't blasted it yet. I don't know if people are looking for it yet. There's two in the audience now. I thought that when a stage happened, it automatically like blasted it somehow. Ah, maybe we stop and then reopen it. Yeah, that's the. Real as it gets, mate. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. It's a big week. I feel like we're like chowing down on some big items. I feel like we kind of pushed them through. I don't know. How do you feel about it? Can't hear him. Oh fuck. Okay. Audio capture. It should be capturing my. Okay. It should just be capturing Discord, but it's capturing me, not you. Okay. Audio capture. You should, but it should be capturing you because you're in my headphones. So it's supposed to capture. Yes. Okay. Let's try again. Audio output capture. What about audio output capture?
YouTube working too now. Lacey, can you hear us on YouTube? Can you hear both of us? Give us a thumbs up in the chat if you
Yeah.
can.
Can you hear us both now? Does everybody hear us both on YouTube? You should be. You should be able to
Hopefully.
now.
Okay. So you found a flaw.
We did it.
All right. Yeah, I mean, this is a big week. A lot of people don't really sort of remember or realize like the crown staking is over.
Yeah.
Right?
How about that? Yeah.
Not
Crazy.
the crown, I guess the PFP, emission stuff, the crown vouchers. What a long time it's been.
How many years
And
was it? Was it 2 straight years? Was that the actual
yeah,
timeline? It was
yeah. 26
2 years.
seasons, 2 years.
Holy
And
moly!
we can wax poetic and just remember, if you guys remember, we had Cardinal, a company that was funded and went bankrupt in the middle of it,
Yeah, that
or
was a
they shut down on. They no they actually returned the money to the investors. They didn't go bankrupt. They actually.
yeah. They kind of did better than a lot of companies that
We've had
imploded.
enough.
Yeah.
We've had enough.
Yeah, they just
But what
tapped. They
did that
tapped
do?
out. Yeah,
Yeah, they tapped out, but that sure left us holding the bag. Like
that was
that was one of the
horrible. Actually,
worst.
yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah,
I
that
hated
was one
that.
of the worst months of my development life. Was having to,
Pre GPT.
yeah, pre GPT, or maybe it had sort of shown up, but I don't think so. But it wasn't the like building our own solution that was the problem. It was the everyone got their, if you remember, they could bring their PFPs over at like a 3-month period.
Yeah.
and then
Oh
Cardinals
god.
shut the pools off
And we had to
and
redo the math and stuff. God, I remember. Oh god.
returned some of the crown. That was it was one thing if they had just said, okay, we're returning them all, but you don't. But it was like, no, it gave people some. So
Yeah.
I remember spending literal weeks
Dude.
writing these crazy blockchain.
Oh my god.
Like I had to
Yeah.
go through every single user's transaction history one by one, and they'd all be like, "Oh, actually, I changed wallets halfway through, or
Yeah.
whatever." I mean, just the biggest freaking nightmare. And we had that back pay system, so it
I
was like
remember
when you
that,
would
dude.
stake,
Oh
you'd
yeah.
have this big chunk of like, "Oh, well, here's sort of what you missed out," and
Uh-huh. Yeah,
God, so
that's
just to think about how much effort that took when it was
it's
just so.
it feels
We
so
should have done
relieving now.
vouchers.
Now it feels relieving. Now
It
I'm
does
just
feel
like,
relieving. It
yeah.
feels relieving too to just like delete a lot of this stuff out of the game and like, all right, vouchers are
Yeah.
gone. CNFTs, like that whole
Yeah.
learning
Goodbye.
how to code that
The
stuff was a
end.
nightmare.
Yeah. Thank
The end.
God.
Now it's just straightforward. So the PFPs though, I mean, they live on a little bit with sort of the executive club access and whatever, but I
They
mean they've
do.
been
Yeah.
alive for three and a
Three
half
and a half
years.
years. Yeah. September
God,
2021, man. September
that's
2021.
wild.
It is wild. It's ridiculous.
How many?
Yeah.
I wonder how many folks here in here like were there on midnight. I mean, a pretty fun journey. Um, that with with some of the folks that we somehow snagged in the middle of NFT mania on a random like Sunday night or something, and then they became professional horse players. Like it's pretty weird.
It's a yeah.
Um,
The conversion was it was a low probability event. Like the whole thing.
yeah,
It was all just kind of a yeah.
yeah.
We're
So
here.
here we are again.
Yeah.
We're
In this timeline.
we are somehow have survived to this point. The cockroaches of Solana. I know that we have Baxis Cup in about, let's see, 8 minutes.
Oh,
That's
8 minutes of
exciting.
exit.
What do they win tonight? I haven't. Is it another bottle of
Oh, we
the
need Bryce to
delights?
tell me. Honestly, don't
And
know.
Bryce is gone. It's probably a similar setup to that last one. If you guys are in the chat and you want to talk about your Baxis, let's see if anybody in the chat that's like in this race. Looks like we got Gemstone, MJC, Silver Creek, East Coast. No, Beetlejuice running an A. Look at this guy with the big allowance. Strong stars.
Classic video game.
I love it. Classic Beetlejuice. Look at this steed. But yeah, we've got some liquor on the line, and then after that, we got three $10,000 races back to back to back to back. Right?
It's a classic photo finish Saturday. Yeah. April.
Right? It's just a normal old Saturday in our world. It is fun watching the sort of nexus of all the free rolls hit and all the like prizes really go crazy as everyone has worked hard through the season to get to. So I don't know. Congrats to everyone. If you got a horse in some of these races, it wasn't easy.
No, it isn't. It isn't, man. I feel like it's gotten. We have some pretty experienced players now. I feel like people, especially for these free rolls, people lock it in and then they just drill down.
Beetlejuice when leaderboards are being paid out. Yeah. I mean, the guy has been absolutely eating and so dedicated. It's so fun to see. Like, it's a weird thing too. Like, I mean, Fib, your thoughts, and obviously, if somebody's in the chat and they want to jump up and talk, we can. But
Yeah, anybody's welcome.
What do you think?
A member.
What do you think from a PvP standpoint? I mean, this is still continues to be one of the best communities, but they're all fighting for each other's money, and yet they do seem pretty friendly and give. Obviously, there's rivalries, which is great, but they share alpha at a somewhat alarming rate. Would you agree with that or no?
Well,
I don't know.
I think that there's I think it's like if I really break it down, I'd say it's like probably it gets a little bit more. I see a lot more shit talk at the top level where it's like the stakes are high, people are competing for thousands or whatever routinely,
right?
And they're taking each other's lunch money, and some people take lunch money more than others per season. It shifts around, right? These like sort of like top titans or whatever, and I've definitely seen them get I'll use the word snippy with each other.
Yes.
But in terms of sharing alpha, I also believe that there's kind of like this. There's a little bit of an incentive there. Like there's a racing edge element, but then there's also like sort of like a breeding a breeding thing where people are like incentivized to be making deals, and maybe they're like incentivized to sort of schmooze, to like,
Right.
well, I'm interested in your stud, so you have like sort of like a multiple
Yep.
layers of like, that's probably how real horse racing is
Handshake.
too.
Yeah, right. It's competitive, but at some level too, there's enough maybe
Friendly,
randomness that
small
you're
enough,
like, all right,
yeah.
well, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's always great to see these titans of industry up on the top leaderboard, though. And I saw, Gorilla Art win the big one yesterday, Artemis,
Yeah, congrats, Wolof.
and yeah, I mean, Willoff and Hazy Hills, these guys are just continue to be strong, stable, and so proud of those guys from way back in the day. And then look at Ice Tog with two big wins yesterday. I mean,
Oh
that's
wow, right in the top, huh?
would you turn down
Uh,
let's see, $8,460 in 2 days in 1 day of virtual racing? I sure wouldn't.
yeah, that's great. Sounds
Pretty
wonderful.
amazing.
Yeah,
Congrats again.
man, the site,
So
I feel like the site is just looking very nice these days. I really like that.
just looking slick.
Was that
Getting
your
better.
recent push with the featured races change there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I did that this
I
afternoon.
like it. It's less intimidating. It was a good idea.
Yeah.
It's like some of the,
Yeah.
you can see like on this, like right underneath it, you see like all the lunar trophy stuff, and it's like, oh yeah. But then it's like
Well, but even that, I was like, I don't know if a lot of people put together what Royal Dynasty means, and that was sort of like, oh, why don't I do that here? And
yeah,
but yeah, the robot, the AI helped me build that one in just a few minutes. It was like this afternoon, I was just getting prepped for those in the chat, getting prepped for the race. I was looking for, um, the horses tonight in the Derby, and just kind of seeing what was going on, and I pulled up that list, and I scrolled for like a minute and a half until I got to the Kentucky Derby, and I was just like, "Oh my God, what
yeah,
have we done?" Just like,
yeah.
what is happening here? And so I put in a bug that was like, featured race list is bad, and then I
How can this be a lot better right now?
yeah, and so then I gave that bug to the robot, and just said, this is an absolute disaster. Like, I can't even find what matters, and it's just huge, and I don't know what to do. Can you help? So this was a different one where I was like, I didn't really know what I wanted. I just was like, can you analyze what's there?
Yeah,
And so it logged out um what was there, and so then it came back with this report like, yeah, wow, I see that there's 94
funny.
races in a single list. That is a big deal. That is not very easy to use.
Mm-hmm.
And so then it took a lot of me having to, like, teach the bot what
Yeah,
left and right, dirt and turf. Had to sit there
it's like when
forever.
you use a lot of when you do a lot of prompting, you know that when you do that sort of Hail Mary prompt, that's like, please, you do the Princess
Yeah,
Leia. It's like the help me,
please
Luke.
get it right.
Yeah, help me, Luke. Help
You're
me.
my only hope.
Yeah, you're my only hope. And but then that you're gonna have to talk through, like, because you're so
Yeah,
like, I don't even know. Then that you have to start kind of knowing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took a while. Especially, it's just like it can't really. I mean, this is the stuff that'll get better. It can't really see, so it would be like I finished up the tab filters, and they would all be running off the screen, and I'm like, "You
Oh,
dumbass!" You
Collins,
know.
Back in Blood. Thank you for sharing that. Actually, I was looking for your exact post. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use
What?
it when
Oh.
he posted his handicapping
Mm.
analysis for the night, which is great. Yeah.
Yes. Not financial advice though, but naturally something you should click on.
I love seeing
Hmm.
seeing community analysis on this stuff. So
Yeah,
check
I'm
that
gonna
out.
click over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at this whole thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Great.
All right. Great. One thing we can do tonight too, I was going to show you guys that now that you're here in the trust
Ah.
tree, we can actually show a little demo of the OTB, and we can do that on some of the races later. But
Oh
Fib and I
yeah.
can
Can't wait. Yeah.
try and plow some
We'll
fake
compete.
money into.
Yeah. I'm just gonna literally ride Collins.
Oh
Collins
yeah,
picks.
he's going to make his picks.
Totally. Just be like, oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I haven't
Um,
re-signed up for PFL DRF yet. I need to do that. Little
mhm.
throw a penny.
Well, we could just for if you've got the time, we got 3.5 minutes. We could plow in on this Twin Spire sprint. So I'm just gonna
Is
pick.
our sprint's about to fire off? Oh yeah, it is. You're right.
Well till it closes 3.5, and
Uh-huh.
then
Yeah, let's go.
let's see.
Let's
I'll
go.
go with I'm gonna go with $20 each on 1, 2, 4, 12. Hopefully this stuff lands. We haven't tested it today. Oh, there it is. Yep. That was placed on DevNet. There you go.
So easy, man.
So
God,
yeah,
it's smooth.
so easy.
Smooth.
It's flawless. It's shockingly easy and fast and great. I really love it. Okay, so Baxis, is Baxis running right now? Oh, do we miss the?
Oh yeah, fired up.
Right, yeah. Let's take a look and see how these buttes.
Swans eat marzipan is a great name. Just straight, just evocative, gets the people going.
Swans eat marzipan. Marzipan. How do you say? It's marzipan, right?
I say marzipan, but it's probably not. It's probably like some annoying European pronunciation. It's America, baby. We say
swans eat marzipan is out front at 7.94 to 1. We've got Chester Wyatt following close behind. Oh, look at that. Radio Web 3. My man Troy. What's up, Troy? Welcome in.
Hey, fellas.
If you want to. Hey, it's Butters.
I love that. What's up, man? What's up, Troy?
Oh, here we go down the final stretch. They come. Swans. Uh-oh. Trips Cream Bisque. Looks like he's going to pip him at the wire.
Oof.
That is a big win for some bourbon, or
we'll have to find out. For the gander.
What's the price? What did they win? Red Stables. Congrats.
Apocalypse. I'm trying to think of some whiskey name. What was the last one? It was like amalgam.
Obtainium.
Obtainium. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Chandler Gin.
Look at these things, man. They're so fun. What in the hell is that?
I want a bottle of whiskey that was used in a bar fight, but still has some whiskey in it.
A little bit left.
Yeah, a little bit of whiskey left in the bottom. Yeah.
This might have been like, this was traded for an ox, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
When they set out on the Oregon Trail, this was their medicine.
There's nothing more valuable than taking the edge off after a certain point of human stress.
I've thought about that. Like, of course I've thought about that, but the warmth of bourbon or whiskey back in that day, as well as the warmth of coffee, is the only way the humans survived.
And fire from a campfire, yeah.
Yeah, but like that, the hell that you're under, but then just be like, let me just hit this. Let me just take a tug of that rye.
I think the humans. I think
just
the
like
humans
take
are
your
more.
Body off.
We're designed. I feel like humans are actually more designed to be that oppressed in a way. Like we're. It's like for most.
It's too easy right now.
Yeah, for most of time, it was so bad.
Yeah.
And now it's so easy, and we're having problems with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's no good.
Yeah, we're not designed for it. But it's like back then.
Yeah.
I bet that honestly, I bet that whiskey tasted like heaven. I bet it was like the balance of your mental your physiology was just like, life is great. I love life.
I don't know. I think every day was just a living hell.
Yeah, probably. But people felt more fulfilled.
From sundown to sun up. Yeah, right.
Yeah, maybe they liked it.
Yeah, maybe. Crypto Hog, this is a good question. How does the Baxa stuff work? So I've done this twice now. It's pretty slick. So you basically get an NFT. That's the winning. And then their site is a like NFT redemption coupon type of setup. So, you effectively can trade and buy and sell these, coupons for bottles. So if you got and you won it and you're like, I don't even want this, you could sell it, you could trade it. And then anyone can then go, when you go check out, you can say, oh yeah, I want this thing, and you can redeem that coupon or whatever, which is an NFT. So it's pretty slick. In essence, allowing aftermarket sales without you having to kind of ship the bottle around, if that was such a thing. Like if I was going to be a collector, like of fine liquors, which makes sense. Like, why wouldn't someone? I mean, I haven't done that, but like, all right, I got in today's economy, why not put 50 grand into booze as opposed to gold or US dollars, right?
Well, both. Yeah, gold, dollars, and rifle bullets.
And
you
booze.
should be doing good. Yeah.
And rifle, yeah. and oxen.
Yeah.
Oxen.
Livestock.
And wagon wheels. But if you So you could hypothetically go drop 10 grand, 50 grand, and have 150 NFTs in your wallet of various boozes, and then just sit on them, and then they keep them in the warehouse for you, keep them climate controlled, all that jazz. And then if you wanted to sell one, you sell the NFT. You never had to deal with shipping or anything. So it's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I always want to get a real fancy bottle of something on there, and I end up talking myself out of it. I'm like, I don't know. Is it really worth $1,500 for a? But I'm slowly starting to think like of them as possible investments rather than even ever drinking them. Just like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm going to diversify my portfolio into rare bourbon.
In the good times, you just drink them and enjoy them, and in the bad times, you trade them for shelter.
Yeah.
I think it's a multi. So there's contingencies.
Yeah, it's like, can you please ship that to me so I can get a hotel room while I'm on the road from Rebels? Oh man! All right, so what's coming up next? We got the Twin Spire Sprint.
Twin Spire Sprint. I missed it. So OTB. I guess it was like in order to avoid last minute.
You didn't get in.
I missed that. There was 10 seconds left, but I still get it. So I'm looking forward to the gallop. But would you end up going in on the sprint? What's your bet slip say?
On the sprint said here.
You took some wins.
I did the 1, 2, 4, and 12. Yeah.
Okay. Now,
2, 4, and 12.
When it comes to the gallop, I'm thinking of doing a little bit of doing a little trifecta.
Okay, if you're doing trifecta, then I'll join that pool with you.
Yeah. Trifecta. So the Back in Blood analysis, giving credence to Ace Cup, Thundering Paws, Rosalind, and the Tombstone horse here. He describes it as the Tombstone horse. I'm trying to see which one is from Tombstone. Love Like a Fool. Does have a little bit of action already. Who's the favorite though? Looks like a couple favorites.
Yep.
Kaiju Syndicate. Interesting. Thundering Paws. I wonder why Mari saw it. See this. I need to get back into DRF. This product was so good. I feel like if I don't have PFL DRF, honestly, I do. I that's how I learned to even analyze our races, was actually through Liberty Trees. Liberty Trees cheats. Yeah, I need them.
Great stuff.
Yeah, can't recommend them enough if you guys.
We broke his access the other night, and I was just like, I had to drop everything to go try and fix it, because I was like, oh man, I love what that guy does, and I want to do whatever we can to make sure that he can use it as well as monetize it himself. All right, so I did a few trifectas, so you can jump in that pool, but I'm going to do a bunch of win bets as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So see if I can take your money. If you're watching, we are utilizing the DevNet version of the OTB, a smart contract-based betting platform that we are, showing for the first time here. And this will be actually run for the first time at the Kentucky Derby with the Baxis team. We're going to run a few test night runs, and so super excited to see this start to roll out. It's extremely easy. We'll have more info on Monday on explainer videos and all these things and how it works.
But I was going to say, what's the newbie breakdown of how you'd say what the basic versus box setting is for a trifecta, for instance? Like what?
I think it's right now it's kind of like messed up, but
okay.
In terms of the UI, but the concept of a box versus normal is if you do basic, you're just saying, okay, I want the 1, the 2, and the 3. And you're saying 1 will be first, 2 will be second, 3 will be third.
Uh-huh.
And if you box that, you're saying any of them in any position.
Any of them in any position.
But yeah, right. So 3 could be first, that
nice
kind of thing.
And easy.
So, but what it does is, I think you can actually even see, I did a box and you can see it broke it down. It actually shows down here for me that it scrambles, 961, 916, 691, 619.
So what that really means for you as a bettor is that you're actually taking all of those different directions, right? You're taking the combo. So
just without.
So box is more. It's more expensive, but more coverage, right? It's like the.
Right. I mean, and that's what I like. When I play real horse betting, I exclusively do exacta boxes pretty much.
Yeah, exacta boxes feel great.
I'm basically saying these 3 horses, I think 2 of them are going to go 1-2, and I don't care what order. And my odds are okay; they're not great,
But the payoff is a
And
little bit
in terms
extra,
of
like a little
yeah,
nicer. Yeah.
and in terms of the look of this site too, I mean, people look at it, I think it's super clean. Engineering team, the OTB team has been building this is great, but this has actually not even been
Yeah, this is
remotely
this is
arted.
unskinned. This is basically
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
just a skeleton.
Yeah.
But even I think the skeleton's nice. I mean, it's really not different as a skeleton from TVG. It's like pretty much the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, it's not that far off, but
Yeah.
Collins, to your point, yeah, that's actually coming up. That is actually coming. That you'll have the angles will be selectable here. So yeah, we can't wait to work. This team has been killing it. All of the effort of this was not the website; it's the fact that it settles to the Solana blockchain. That's
Right.
with a custom smart contract, and that's where all the work and time has gone.
Yeah,
And
the front end was an
to see it,
afterthought, if anything.
yeah, it is an afterthought. So to see it run is God, it's amazing to get to this
To
point.
run
So
that
yeah,
smooth,
we're
yeah,
just at the beginning.
it reminds me of the website, man. It reminds me of the PFL site. I was thinking about that the other day. It's just
Mhm.
is before it was a dream, and now it's a thing. Just how
Yeah,
so,
and now it's getting better and
I'm
better
not
every day.
I'm not as much from the video game industry as you, so like I haven't seen the dream to thing pipeline exact itself so many times, right? Where you have, right? But to me,
Yeah.
it's still amazing, you know.
Oh, it's why I am addicted to game dev. Is that sort of like blank screen, and then just through will and sheer force,
Yeah,
you make it do something.
little yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to grab a here. I'm gonna turn off. I gotta go grab a power cable because I didn't realize how low I'm getting
Oh,
here.
okay,
I'll be right back.
sure. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how much time do we have before the sprint? 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Um, I want to read. I'm gonna go back to the breakdown here. So, Back in Blood says, if you guys haven't checked it out, he says, Whiskey Thief fair odds 6-1. Anything below that, he'll find value elsewhere. You'd consider Kareem fair odds 10-1. So the fair odds, it's like basically like would take above or at this level, right? 10-1, 6-1 for Whiskey Thief, Kareem 10-1. Lawn Boy, I saw a lot of people talking about Lawn Boy. And Lawn Boy, where's Lawn Boy out of? Anybody in the chat want to help me out with that? Who's got Lawn Boy? Lakoya Fade, huh? Okay. Winning Gene Blood, all right. Whiskey Thief got the God roll, all right. Oh, it's a Crypto Hog Horse, okay. Yeah, we can. I mean, he's on a roll, right? It's like if momentum is real, then you got to pay attention to a horse like that. Certainly. Sorry, I miss my DRF. I guess I can just do it the old fashioned way and look at the damn thing. Lawn Boy, SS minus in the era of the SS minus majors now solidly. It didn't used to be that way. Now I see him all over the place. Race history. I mean, Lawn Boy, nice record. Let me see these charts on this horse here. It likes 5. It likes 6 better, but it likes 5.
What's the folks in the chat who's winning? They all seem to like Kareem and
yeah,
Whiskey
Cream,
Thief.
Whiskey Thief, Cream, Whiskey Thief, Lawn Boy. I see a little bit of talk about Ludlow. And Wolof said Lakoya, the Lakoya Fade. I mean, Lakoya's still coming in 11-1. Of course, it is a Wolof horse, so it makes sense that he'd support it. But Wolof also coming off a victory recently too, so he's got the momentum too. Ludlow. I want to check out Beetlejuice's horse here, Ludlow. Okay.
Oh, here we go, and we're off. Well, we're not off.
It's time to start.
We are launching.
We're on.
We are on. We are at the track. This is a beautiful day. It does look beautiful, doesn't it?
It does.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice sunny. It's usually always so drab. And they're off in the Twin Spire Sprint. $10,000 purse with brass balls out first when dilated peoples following close behind. all these horses on a 5-furlong affair left dirt, the sort of firm ground of yielding, giving no benefit to those horses that worked so tirelessly training on the mud or the fast tracks of Louisville. But they're off with La Jolla leading wide down the stretch, but giving up some time to Dilated Peoples and Ludlow. Ludlow dropping in while here comes the 18. Look out on the outside. League of Shadows. Where is this horse going from? Resistencia will fight with League of Shadows. The 1 and the 18. Who's going to take it? Looks like Resistencia. Did we have that one?
Nope.
Did anybody have a YSM horse taking that?
That was a YSM W 19-1.
Wow.
S plus horse. Look at that gray mane on the dark coloration of the horse.
Yeah.
Cool looking horse.
That's wild, right?
Yeah, it's awesome looking.
Super cool.
Honestly, I feel like I'm starting to see some horses look a little different. Some combinations emerge.
Every year. Every season, some freaky stuff's happening.
Indeed. Yeah, look at the coat on that thing. Interesting.
Wow. Congrats to those. Let's see. Let's go back to that.
That was a Peeb Solonot. Oh, MCM, not Solonot. Looked like.
Yeah, you thought you saw the X. Yeah, but
yeah, the red X. Yeah. There's no.
Solonot's not even in this one.
He's not. The red X I just associated with Solonot. That's my bad. That's the MCM horse. Where were all the favorites though? I always like to see where the favorites ended up after the expectations here. I mean,
everybody loved Whiskey Thief. Runs 11.
Yeah. Kareem.
One boy at 17.
Kareem 19.
Kareem at 19.
Yeah.
What in the world just happened?
To be fair, it was a yielding track, but also the pack was tight as hell. It's like it was a pretty.
It's like a blowout. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, right.
19th in a pack like that is kind of like fifth in a way. Like everybody's fifth, basically.
Yeah.
Except they're not because they're not in the money. But yeah.
It's kind of like it.
Yeah, it's kind of like winning, but it's losing.
Not good. Yeah. Willoff says his stable is obviously nerfed.
Yeah, we nerfed it. We started paying attention.
Yeah, exactly, dude. We really. No, Willoff is just joking. He knows. He's been around forever. Bam! Did you guys see JP, our old buddy, JP's favorite horse, Romantic Warrior, got pipped today in a photo finish by like a fraction of a fraction.
Oh, really? No.
Oh man,
he missed it.
It's the craziest. It's the craziest photo finish. I mean, you can't even barely see.
But he barely lost out.
Yeah, Romantic Warrior at second,
darn.
I think. Yeah. Peeb, congrats! You're up. Were you pumping the fist with that one? Did you wake the children? Oh man, Peeb, are you coming to Louisville again this year? That's the question.
Yeah, crossing the pond. Matey.
We just, I think I just booked my flights. Actually, Monique did. I didn't do anything.
Of course not.
But yeah, we're definitely running a little behind on that. But super excited to work with Baxis and have some. I think it's like 3 straight days of partying and unfailing. Oh, look at this hardcore. Poor horses get shipped off in the
in the trailer.
Later there, droopy drawers. See ya.
We should have we should put like men in black suits like standing in front of it with like sunglasses on.
All right, the gallop. Okay, another yielding, wonderful night.
Oh, picks close in 36 seconds. Okay, good thing I got some in.
Mm-hmm. We got some in on our OTB too. Right?
Yeah, we got them in on the OTB. Yeah.
Okay. So
for DRF tokens, yes, I will. Immediately need them.
What did you? Where did you end up going on the old pool here?
My picks were. I did trifecta 19, 17, 3, and then I took 17 to win and 2 to win. I did 5. I bet 5 on everything.
Got it.
It's funny money. It's 5 is the same as 20 in a way.
Yeah, you can still see the odds aren't showing up right and things like that on the site. As we said, you guys are seeing an early preview, but so the gallop's in 10 minutes. BD Henders has the 15. Okay, the 15. Cupertino Daisy out of Baltazar. Look at this beauty. So before we even dig into handicapping, Fib, we can of course give everyone their due. They're racing for buku giant money. What is the deal with the economy, and is that good for photo finish anyway? Because now we all have something to do to distract us from our 401ks
Oh, the
being
deal, the
erased.
macro economy.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah, yeah.
man.
Mhm.
Um,
You're sort of plugged in into the matrix a little bit in the financial world.
I follow people, but I wouldn't say I know that much. But it's pretty
Is it ever going to
interesting.
recover?
It seems pretty like for everybody that's like academically plugged in, almost nearly everybody, I'd say that they just see things falling apart, and it's a you could say that it's pain. Like you could say it's pain, right? There's one of the dudes that one of the Fed guys. He was basically like, it's not a MAGA problem, it's a Mag 7 problem. He said this thing, but in a way, the Mag 7 is the U.S. stock market. And it's like they're so outsizedly important, and they are becoming like they're teetering, and they have been for a while. It's like Buffett took all of his money out a little
Yep.
while ago. It's like it seems pretty topped, and like you could argue that it kind of started topping when the Chinese introduced their DeepSeek like thing. It's like
Mm,
when
mm.
everything kind of
All of a sudden,
topped at that point.
that's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
I thought it was Trump coin. That was
Trump coin didn't
when it
help.
finally.
Yeah, if we're talking crypto, yeah, I was talking just
Yeah,
the
no.
U.S.
Well, I
stock
mean
market.
both. The
Yeah,
Trump token
yeah,
is when we all started turning around. I don't know, man. It feels at some level like it's disastrous, but at the same time, it's like it could be a beach ball underwater. Like if Trump announced on Monday, oh, we just made a great deal, and actually, here's what we've done. The tariffs have done this. Like
yeah.
all of
It's
that's
just that
gone. It feels like it would go crazy. Everyone would go nuts
I just
again, or
don't
would that be
believe
all
he's going to
scam?
do that.
Scam?
I don't
Oh,
really
you're right.
believe
He
he's
probably
going to.
won't.
I don't believe he's going to say. I don't believe he's going to do that. The thing that I feel, and I'm going to very carefully tiptoe around politics here. It's like I don't really believe that it's to me it's unlikely that the final goal of this economic mission of his is going to see the fruition that would make it make sense, which is like actually reshoring a bunch of things.
Mm,
Because I think that it makes sense to reshore things, especially outside of countries that are potentially hostile to the United States.
sure. Yep.
It makes
Hmm.
sense, but I don't believe it's like Republicans are probably because everybody's so obsessed with their especially the boomers, right? Everybody's obsessed with their retirement funds and the S&P and blah blah blah. It's like you tank the S&P, everybody hates you. Your party
Yeah.
loses in the midterms, and then you're in it because in
Yeah.
America has its bipolar
And then it's
swing.
over. Yeah.
Yeah,
As per
yeah.
usual. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
and you're right. Bananas in the United States. I get that idea too. So anyway, I guess
Yeah.
it feels kind of like I don't really nobody really knows what's happening. So it's like if the what you want is like something to get more certain because nothing feels certain right now.
Right.
It's so
That's
schizo.
sort of what I mean. Is like
Yeah,
if he comes out with something certain, like we've made a deal A, which is
yeah,
possible, someone might or a lot of people might be like, this is too much pain for us too, so let's make a deal. That's sort of what it seemed like he was always
yeah.
saying
I mean, and Bitcoin
prior
has
was
held up
like, this
so
is going to
yeah,
force, people to come to the table. Then it feels like once that's settled, it could just like giga run, but maybe not. I just want everyone's tokens to go up, including ours, of
yeah,
course, but
yeah. We want ours to go.
and my
I think
401k
that
too.
gambling is a gambling, horse racing, all that stuff. Like that's something that it is
Bourbon.
pretty. Yeah, I mean, it stays pretty popular. So, like, as far as
Yep.
our outcomes are, I think that it's not. It doesn't have to affect us as much as it affects a lot of people, especially with like the possibilities. But crypto at large, Bitcoin actually looks strong
Mhm.
in the face of all of this, unbelievably kind of. So
Mhm.
it's interesting. It's basically just a total crapshoot. I don't really know. I don't think many people know that much, but
So are you shorting or longing anything? Do you just sort of
I'm not shorting now. I think the shorts are so obvious now that it's like, but I think that the general market direction will be down until certainty is achieved, and I don't see certainty being
yeah.
achieved that soon.
I put a
So
little bit of shorts on Sol and ETH and
yeah,
not nothing big and just immediately got blown out. I mean, these were leverage long, like kind of total gambles, but they were right. Like I would have made huge money on them, but just
yeah,
mistimed the entry. Like they were
yeah,
all correct, but just like there'd be a random scam candle up and just blow me out, and then it's like then it
Yeah.
goes right back down. So
I'll say this
um,
for if we have a lot
yeah,
of crypto people listening, it's like I'd say that like it's a really good time to change your like look at the accounts that have been schizophrenically moved by every single price shift, and like at least you don't have to unfollow them, but turn them down in your mind and
right,
pay more attention to a cohort of people that maybe understand the like bigger pieces at play now. If you want more insights, like that, the people that used to be telling you things never do anything, and probably 90% of them have now been proven horribly wrong. So just like,
right,
but they'll be right again when the market is right for them to be right again. That's the thing too.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
I actually have quite enjoyed the timeline without the KOLs,
Mm-hmm.
like the shill
Yeah.
BS
Yeah. I know.
opinion leaders that don't. I've actually kind
We
of
know
enjoyed.
who you're talking about. We know. I think everybody
Well, it's
kind of
just not
knows.
just one person. It's lots of
Oh,
people that like
yeah.
they sort of
The
have
LA
vanished
basketball.
because.
Yeah.
No, I mean I like some of those guys, but
Yeah.
just generally speaking, the sort of like, oh, I'm the shot caller and follow my thing because here's my 100x and I print in my private channel every day. Crap, it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, everyone does.
It's just
Like
easy.
it's
It's
not.
just easy mode stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Easy
yeah.
mode life.
So,
Good
but
times.
yeah,
Good
I don't
times.
know.
Weak men. Sort of
It's just one of
situation.
it is just one of those things that feels like photo finish really took off during a hardcore
Yeah. Last
bear.
time we flew was in the heart of the bear, dude. That's
Yeah, and
so.
it's like you need a little bit less to do to have the focus to spend on you managing your stable, and like if you get distracted by meme coins or what have you, which is again I don't think it's bad. It's just it takes time away. It's the same as when people were chasing NFTs and you're
Well.
having to drop into every Discord and get whitelists and all. It's just a lot of
Yeah.
effort and work
And
that you can't. You know,
I mean,
so
with the OTB and simulcast stuff, it's like we're approaching a different
yeah,
mass market. But the people, the people that were involved with Crown and stuff, yeah, they're like the money was in memes for a long time, like games, like we're just everything
yeah,
besides
they've all
memes
gone.
and
We know.
Bitcoin
Hmm.
struggled. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, right. Yeah,
yeah, I think
memes
there's
and
like,
Bitcoin.
yeah, I think there's like a time when when the dynamic can shift there, for sure. And I think it'll be something that people don't expect because that
Hmm.
they just can't but they do, it's good that they don't expect it basically. Uh, anyway,
Right.
we got a
All
minute
right. Yeah.
45
Fibs
left.
minute.
Yeah, we got a minute
Fibs
45.
financial minute.
Yeah, no, nothing
Yeah. I'm just
definitive said at all. Yeah,
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. It's, you just said a ton of words and
Yeah,
said literally nothing. That's
nothing.
really
Yeah,
great.
nothing for 15 minutes. Yeah, got you guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome, Chad. If you're jumping in, if you're new, if you're hanging, we've got the $10,000 Twin Spires Gallop coming up. Tell me in the chat who you like. Let's take a quick look at the current fave. Is Love Like a Fool out of Tombstone. Nice looking horse. Nice looking horse.
My my
36 starts, 12 wins.
Liberty's looking to hook it up. You gotta do it, man. Do
Oh,
it.
nice. Wow, look at this. Has been a profitable horse for old Tombstone. Doing well.
Oh, what's the total profit?
So,
Oh, nice.
mm, where am I?
What is it? Dollars on the left,
1300.
Derby on the right. Oh, 13.
I just, yeah, 1300 total.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Um, pretty. Oh, running some strong times in the old middle. Wow. At yielding too. This is a yielding race. Boy, this seems like a pick to click. It's a yielding track, right? Yep. Gonna be tough to beat there. Love Like a Fool. Let's see who we got, the 11 and the 4. 11 seems solid. Let's take a look at the 11. Thundering Paws out of Sam Bree. Who's Sam Bree? Do we know Sam Bree? I don't know if I know. Sam Bree Stables. What else they got? Some nice, a lot of good purple. A lot of good purple. Good, strong stable there, Sam Bree. Thundering Paws has been quite profitable.
Indeed.
Kicking in there. Similar
Looks good at 9.
profitability.
Oh, looks like the Gallop's firing up. time.
Oh, let's head over.
It's time.
Let's head down to the track. It's the Twins by Gillett. Hey, Churchill Downs, and they're down the first turn. Man, I can't believe I got so late. They reached the first turn with GVG Genetics running strong. His beast, Sacre Spirit, is out front with Ace Cup and Alcazar of Segovia neatly behind. Boston Growler in behind there, moving slightly behind with Marisar, Ace Cup, and Remorseless Baby on the far outside. As they reach the halfway marker and 40, I'm waiting, here we go, 48 seconds, not too bad. We've got Alcazar of Segovia fighting it out with Marisar, and Sacre Spirit falls into third. Chingachgook, that's got to be something hopefully normal. Should I say that out loud? Is 16-1 and pulling into a nice tight spot there in the up in the leaders pack. The front four with Sacre Spirit and Marisar. Alcazar Segovia still in striking distance as the four come around the final home stretch. Here they come. Ching Achkuk is out front with Alcazar of Segovia. Sacre Spirit, Love of Flying, pushing hard, but not sure she's gonna have it. Ching Achkuk, followed by Verdant and Love of Flying. Here they are.
Terlingua. Wait, did we?
Please tell me that wasn't some awful thing that I said.
No, that's got to be like some Native American thing, right?
I hope so. I've heard that word before, but I just don't want to walk into some horrible. Now it's like all over the internet. Ching Achkuk.
Yeah, he's a fictional character.
Yeah, what's that from? Sounds familiar.
The Last of the Mohicans.
Last of the Mohicans. Okay.
God, that movie's dope. No, I'm probably gonna watch that tonight.
Now I remember. Yeah,
that movie's so good.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Great movie.
YSM time.
This is Terlingua,
aka Derby time.
Oh, YSM time. Oh. Yeah, so Terlingua takes that one. Terlingua, Pink Slip with Verdant coming in second. Congratulations, Pink Slip.
Mm-hmm.
And then Pootie's Glue Factory, Love of Flying. Pootie still. Oh my God, is it?
Love it. I love it.
The silks are ridiculous.
Absolutely love it.
Absolutely borderline inappropriate. We can't zoom in on them. It's just frosting.
Oh, sorry, it's at Churchill, so we don't see it.
Yeah.
Nice. It's frosting. Yeah, I've seen that. For any future people working with us, that's clearly a joke.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so here we are. We are going into. Oh, did we? Anybody? I guess we all got smoked on our bets, didn't we? Yeah, on the.
Yeah, I don't think I hit on the
OTB.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, obviously.
Yeah, what was the order of finish on that one? It was.
I just clicked off.
That's so nice. You can actually in the top corner. You can watch the race.
Oh, an OTB.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Look, there it is.
With the sound.
Look at that. Ooh, picture in picture too. Look at this, man. All these little things I keep finding. All right. We're on to it. We're on to all of you. We get it. The big race is almost here, folks.
Picks close. 45 seconds. Oh God. Can I get one in?
For all the marbles. What are we gonna do? Oh, I think the OTB already probably closed up.
Yeah, it did. Shop's closed. Darn. Well, let's pretend.
So YSM feeling confident. What do we got here? We've got Encanto. We've got ooh, look at this. Look at this beautiful filly. Finella. I'm looking at YSM Sword of Damocles. Or nerdy stuff that is. Hurricane Run, I like that. That's a good name. YSM just bringing it. He's a regular Bob Baffert today. Look at all these YSM horses. A lot of yellow silks. All right, there we go. Pick windows closed. The favorite is Finella. Congrats there, Peeb. Is the favorite a I don't know, we've been anti-chalk tonight. So it might be a little bit of a thing here. Oh yeah, look at this there. Terlingua. That was Terlingua Devos. That's his first major. Congratulations.
Wow, really?
Man. That is awesome.
Nice, man. Yeah, huge congrats.
That's a big one.
Good for you.
Buy something special.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, what are you gonna do? You gonna take that? Take the wife to Sizzler.
Breed something better.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that screenshot of the movie. That's great. Cook. Yeah, dude. Now I feel like an idiot. I'm like, I knew I had heard that before because I pronounced it right. So
Yeah,
like,
I'm
I
gonna go.
heard it.
I have to go watch that movie tonight, Eva. I'm watching it tonight in honor of your victory.
That sounds like a good idea.
That movie's
All right,
actually
so
so sick.
it really is. You know, I rewatched the Revenant on a flight the other
Oh,
day.
really? Yeah, that movie's dope. I like that movie too.
That was
Yeah.
pretty great. Yeah, that was
The bear fight is so crazy.
The
Yeah.
bear fight is just unreal. Like that's cinema.
Maybe I'm not alone in this, but I'm sure that a lot of dudes, maybe women, but I feel like it's a dude thing to be like, what would happen if a bear, attacked me?
Fight a bear.
Yeah,
that's what would happen.
Probably not that, but kind of that. More like you would die, but like most like 95, most of that, and then also you die. Probably, yeah. But if you could do something,
if you could, this is what you try to do. Well, all right. So we got YSM with 5 flipping horses in this thing.
5 horses. One of them though, Fenella, dude. The one SS minus in the race. The easily the odds on.
What do you think are the odds here? I mean, obviously took the favorite, but not by much. I mean, not a huge chalk.
It's not a huge chalk. It's just sub 10 to 1.
What has Fenella been doing? First, I mean, a 5th of 10. This is not a 14th of 16 on LDF.
It's all of its best races have clustered around this distance. It's bred for this distance, and all of its wins are at this distance.
Explain this 14th of 16 then. Like, what happened there?
14th of 16 is I mean,
on a road to the Derby, 10 furlongs left dirt. I mean,
wow, 16 horses, huh? Road to the Derby. It was full.
Yeah, wow.
Interesting. That's actually super interesting that you get that glimpse like that. I don't think that was. I think that must be a recent
bad
addition.
sign. What happened, Pete? What happened? Did you talk to her in the barn after, and see was she just a little stomach upset or something? What happened? Bad jockey mismatch.
Let's look at the absolute. Let's look at the Sega Genesis to Peeb's Super Nintendo here. The one.
The one. Okay, Mancuso at the sea.
Yeah.
With not a strong 6th of 13, but a little off there, so it went for no. Okay.
Still has it has 4 wins at 10. Four missed podiums though also. Some third places. But what do you think about what do you think about like the how it does in the
some big times on the 10? So yeah, bred heavy into 10. It looks strong.
It's cool how they're just beating this furlong distance. You know what I mean? Like just
they're like trying to dial right in.
Yeah.
Lacey and let's see who else. Voxton have dropped on the 1. They are going with Mancuso. Okay, all right. If you're going exacta, chat, who's your 1-2? Let's hear it. Side hustle out of trawlers. That's a strong.
Somebody give me like that.
9 stars. I like looking for a 9-star.
Yeah.
None yet.
Somebody give me their long shot. Give me their long shot. Give me the.
Wolof says 112. All right, so the 12 is Persian Awakening out of SoCal. SoCal always, you don't sleep on SoCal.
Troy likes the 3 as a long shot. Bongiorno. Bongiorno. That's got to be named after
Bongiorno.
Glorious Bastards, right? That's it.
Bongiorno. Yeah, that is good. Gorlami. Dominic De Coco.
Yeah, no wins at 10.
Right, so here we go. Persian Awakening, the 12. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Looking at this charting, making some money for the owner. That's what matters. Look at that, just grinding it out. struggling, just hoping. And then boom, caught the right distance, caught the right age. Who knows what they caught, but strong. SoCal says we could easily see YSM Exacto. Boy, what about a YSM trifecta? What would that be? That would be insanity.
They've done it before, haven't they? Didn't they win? They 3
Derby?
Not at the Derby. It was like at the Gallop.
Well, yeah, people have had People have really 1, 2, 3 on the Gallop. No.
Yeah, somebody wise them. Give me the. I know that you guys 1, 2, 3'd it. Yeah, but not the Derby. It was the Gallop. I'm pretty sure it's the Gallop.
Oh, jeez. Someone stop these.
I know. That's what I kept saying.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with you all? Season
Yeah, you
4.
gotta take it from him.
Someone stop these maniacs.
Yeah.
What is Peeb doing where he's literally better than all of you? Whew, I don't get it.
The arms
Even
race,
when he
man.
complains
Yeah.
he's complained that I've nerfed his horse since I've known him.
Somebody psyop Peeb into a bum breed. Get some weakness in the bloodline. You know, one of you top guys. Weave some poison in there or something. You know, it's going to take some drastic measures at this point.
Right. Look at Encanto. Strong little filly. What's she running here? Oof, up and down, up and down. Oh, you know, this is a lot of excitement. I don't know who we forgot to do the OTB on this one, but obviously I do like the one.
That's true.
I'm not super crazy about the favorite. I'm not sold on
fading the favorite. All right.
On this guy here, the Fenella. Yeah, I mean I know SS minus, but that's some pretty weird bad performances. So like I don't know, maybe it's temper, maybe it's ill tempered. I don't know. AI 16Z. Is that project dead yet? Hopefully the horse will resurrect. We're down to 2.5 minutes. This is exciting, folks.
It is exciting. Biggest race of the season.
And next Derby, we will be in Louisville.
Got some really fun stuff planned. Yeah.
Real Derby, and working out some cool live stream stuff that'll be, after the real Derby. We'll have our Derby, and we're trying to get all of that finalized, the talent and folks, but it should be exciting. Oh God, Peeb. Oh, Peeb. Well, I just won't repeat that on stream.
True.
It's horrible.
Not for the children watching our stream.
Yeah, my kids probably watching this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want a YSM hoodie if Peeb wins. That's what someone said in the chat. Hey, gotta start selling merch, right? You gotta start monetizing that brand.
Yeah, some YSM merch would be so classy. I'd rock
like they have
YSM.
some, haven't they? I feel like I've seen SoCal rock one of those. Maybe. All right, 114.7 out of Young Riles and Kanto and Fictitious Rose. All right, Fictitious Rose. Finally a colt.
Breaking Bad.
Strong fillies.
Nice record on Fictitious Rose overall, but and actually some wins on the charts too. Now the last thing that I'm going to look for, performance in some performance amongst some of its competitors in these Road to the Derby races. Right. I mean, I see a 16th out of 16 finish in Road to the Derby, so I don't really like that. But I see first out of 15th finish Road to the Derby, so pretty spotty too. I mean, this is going to be a hard race to handicap, as far as I can tell.
Yeah,
maybe that's
anybody
why you
could take this one.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like but when you have 5 horses in the race, I'm expecting to see some golden silks up on the podium, at least in some placement. Yeah.
What if he gets no podiums with 5?
It would be good if he no offense, but it just has to balance out the fact that he literally won the entire podium like a few seasons ago. You gotta miss some. I feel like he almost never misses these now. They're hitting a podium during Derby Day. Just it happens. They already have.
All right, here we go. So. We are at Churchill Downs. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Churchill Downs. It is a beautiful gray evening. Fenella, everyone's favorite horse. There in Louisville, Kentucky. The hallowed grounds on Kentucky Derby 151 Bizarro World Season 26. And they're off. Look at all those yellow silks tearing out of the gate. The 19 finding its way up front with Mozzie Town and Hurricane Run just in behind. As they cross the first furlong in a short 16-ish seconds, Breaking Bad's beautiful steed, Mozzie Town, out front with Wesson out of Solinot, I believe. Anne's Pet in a steady third. They are 10 wide going into the first turn. One of these days, that'll get improved. Cardinal Sin looking strong as taking the lead on the outside. Wants to play with Cardinal Sin. Side Hustle also moving up. Very competitive first turn as a lot of folks jockeying for position. I see a lot of yellow Jockey Silks hanging out in this field. Side Hustle out front on the rail with Sword of Damocles and Wesson and Hurricane Rum in the leaders of the pack as they reach the middle of the back stretch. They have run a full mile in 3/4 mile in 1:14, and the 6 Side Hustles faltering heavily while Sword of Damocles takes a commanding push forward. Cardinal Sin and Hurricane Run jockeying for the outside shoulder, and Fenella, everyone's favorite, starting to shadow, starting to creep and stalk the leaders. And here they come down the final stretch. We've got Sword of Damocles and Fenella dropping, but Hurricane Run out of nowhere with a burst with Sword of Damocles. 2 YSMs. It looks like it could go 1, 2, 3 Yellow Silks. Hurricane Run, Sword of Damocles, and Fenella. Oh my lordy. Doesn't save a dollar for any of you.
Oh my god. That's wow. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Unreal
incredible
performance.
Incredible. It's
unreal.
The best of all worlds, the worst of all worlds, all at once. It's amazing.
I was like, they're not all yellow as I was looking back, and I'm like, no, they're all
rigged. Troy's calling rigged.
Oh
Troy's writing a twit longer right now. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. What in the world
dude,
happened to all you guys' horses?
I knew.
Where is YSM? Oh my god.
Dude, when I saw Fenella creeping coming out of that last turn, I was like, no, this is happening. It's gonna happen. Like there's too much gold in the front of the pack. You know?
Wow.
Not enough contending.
Fenella was a good 4 lengths back.
She was, but it was more just me thinking about how they're going to fill out the top 3. That was like, I was like, oh yeah, they're going to take the top 3. I had a feeling, yeah. I was like, oh, it's coming. Actually, probably at the start of the last turn, I was like, oh man.
Like Cardinal Sin, right here, right off the lead. Like, what happened? Where did he go? Just vanished. Look at him, just totally dipped.
Well, Cardinal Sin Cardinal Sin managed to fight up until, you're talking about the beginning or you're talking about the last turn. The last turn just dropped all the way back.
He's right here stalking, perfect position, ready to run, and then just wheels fall off. Look at him.
Persian Awakening, Mancuso made a late move, but it's way too late. But going for that third place, but had to outpace Fenella, a strong horse by all means. And Hurricane Run, Sword of Damocles, already way ahead. There you have it.
I like this. We should just wire Derby directly to YSM.
Well, for the record, the other 2 place, below 10th, the other 2 YSM entries, but there's barely any room, in the purse anyway. I guess they could. Who cares? Yeah.
Wow. A very Bob Baffert-esque performance.
Definitely.
These guys have dialed in the Derby distance.
They've attacked
the bloodlines.
From
day one.
He
made that statement that he wanted to be the Derby. He didn't care about the other archetypes. He wanted the Derby.
And someone come and take look at that beautiful trophy, by the way.
Look at that thing.
Sitting there. Yeah. YSM Exacta.
See what.
Hey man, when the OTP comes out, that can be
wow.
Like that can be a reality. It's one of those things,
Absolutely
dude.
killer. Man,
You're sitting in the bar, right? And you're just like, wow, YSM again, And
yeah.
you start
Is
seeing
that
why
the YSM?
you start understanding the power of this stable. Um,
Yeah. Great,
it's
great. Well, thanks
yeah,
everybody for joining us.
crazy.
Super fun. I love always doing this in Discord. It's just so much more fun than kind of not having the, like being in Discord. It's like being home
Yeah, it is nice. Nice
with,
to be all
with our
together.
people. Yeah.
Look at this yeah,
Um,
beautiful.
yeah. So obviously, big morning. I'll just little tease and the alpha of the night, which obviously we showed the OTB. But Monday morning, season rollover, Fool's Day, very exciting. Of course, I don't know. Who knows if there's going to be the jump into the next grade? I haven't even looked. I try to not spoil it myself. At this point, I don't think anyone even has access but me to look, and I choose not to. So that's best of luck for those that are going to find out if a baby will be born jumping the grade.
Yeah,
And we have a lot of pretty exciting announcements around the OTB. So come
definitely.
Monday, expect the page. I'll just show you this page here, the crown page. I've sort of teased this a little bit in the exec club or stuff, but this whole page is
We'll
very
turn.
dedicated to life before tomorrow. It will change into a whole new world, which is the roadmap and long-term vision of Crown, and as well as hopefully making this page a lot more interesting and fun to use, as opposed to just being where you go to claim your vouchers. So that's exciting. Obviously, the details about Crown, details about the OTB, all that coming Monday with the season rollover, since that's sort of our official end of the thing. I mean, here you can see, look at this. Wow, only 75% cashed in on season 26. Um,
Nice.
and there's 2 days left though, so people could still come back and a late rally on their tokens. But um, regardless, we've got some fun times ahead. A whole new era opening up for us, so it should be great. Um, Anything else that I'm forgetting, Fib, for starting next week? Obviously, we're cruising into Derby season, of course. So that
Yeah, I mean, I
4 weeks till the real Derby.
I think that we have basically just the heat is going to start dialing up next week. Super huge announcement. Just starting to
Well,
mark.
super huge.
I think
They probably already knew it.
kind of.
Don't do that.
It's more just like the whole thing just comes together. I think it's big
Right.
not just for our community, but
Crazy.
just for other people to understand as well.
Yeah.
And to have some things that people have been asking for, and in terms of like just like the collated
Yeah.
vision and all these things. And it's the beginning of definitely like the next
New
steps
chapter.
forward. Huge new chapter with huge potential. And it's really exciting in that way. So
Mhm. Yep. Agreed. Yeah. The future of simulcast and OTB is super exciting, and especially
super
once you get to
exciting.
see it all kind of working, and it's great. And I guess the other thing. So I believe Monique has posted or is posting. If you are going to the Derby, or you're planning to go to Louisville, or you want to, let's make sure we can all meet up and hang. If you can't, it's okay. We are also looking to possibly do a Belmont Stakes meetup, since that's a little bit easier to get in and out of New York, of course. But it's also a little trickier because Belmont's not at Long Island. It's actually still in Saratoga, so it's upstate. So it's actually not all that easy this year. And we're looking at ticket packages there. And unless we get about 50 people, it might be a little tougher to do. But regardless, would love to do that. And then we got Breeders' Cup as well. But the whole point, trying to kind of like get the IRL stuff moving. Folks that want to hang out, it's always a blast seeing you guys. And hey, getting married on Derby Day,
Wow.
congrats! There you
Yeah.
go.
Huge congrats.
Priorities. I mean, some people have their priorities right, but But anyway, yeah, we're gonna obviously keep leaning into that. You guys are the best community ever, and it's been 2 freaking years since this game's been out. 3.5 since we minted. It's just and here we still are. And so a lot of the stuff that we're releasing Monday is just trying to kind of also go back over some of the journey we've been on, because it's been wild to have this moment where literally Monday, yeah, all the vouchers, all the emissions from that very first night, that first promise are is over, is exciting. Like kind of a big deep breath of like, all right, cool. Now it's now what? So anyway, yeah, super excited to roll this stuff out, and
Yeah, it's gonna be
keep the
awesome.
comments coming. Schedule, I hear, is so far been received decently well from Bryce. So obviously keep the feedback coming though. If there's something you see that you don't like, we'll keep working on it, iterating on it, and yeah, keep juicing purses and get people out on the track. Congrats again to YSM
Yeah, unbelievable.
and all the
Yeah,
victors tonight.
yeah.
All the victors tonight. So yeah.
Yep.
All right, guys. Have a good evening, Fib. As always, real pleasure.
Lovely.
I'll see you on
Good
Slack,
time.
sir.
Okay.
See you
See you
guys.
guys.